start with work-life balance, and then we will be discussing about stress management in following session. So the concept of work-life, it's a favorite for me because you know that when we work at National Institute of Mental Health, you know that persons in individual's life, different spheres of individual life is there. One dimension is always work related. So how good you are in your work life, that directly contributes to your mental health. So we are really interested at National Institute of Mental Health and Neuroscience, how individuals are handling work-related stress or work-related various aspects, and that's the indicator of mental health also. So my first point in today's presentation is work is also a part of life. I am sure that all of you will agree. We dedicate our young age, like our school and college education. We put a lot of efforts to achieve a good job, right? All of us are, I'm sure, that teaching in universities, colleges, and various esteemed institutions. How you have reached this position through your effort during your school and college life. So, so one way, if you see, achieving a good job is a part of our life and it's a goal of our life. And why we need a work is not only for earning money. We know that it also gives satisfaction. It is a Maslow's hierarchy of needs. If you see, we get satisfaction through contributing back to the society. So all of us, all various cadres of faculties, I know that you are contributing back to society. So you get a sense of satisfaction. So both for survival and satisfaction, work is a part of our life. But sometimes what happens, since we all are like goal-oriented people, we put a lot of efforts, planning. Sometimes we forget, there should be a balance in life, right? So there should be adequate physical and mental rest to refresh yourself and regain the energy and then contribute to the society. So that is the one thing will be discussed in today's session, how we need to take adequate physical and mental rest to contribute for the welfare of society. And that regulates our mood, that stimulates our creativity, and also ensures our problem solving capacity. Like another aspect in work life part, if you see relationships, right? No, our people in our workplace and how we relate with them, or our clients. Here, students are your one stakeholders of academic institution, are students, or parents and colleagues, support staffs. So we also know that how important is relationship matters in workplace. So we'll be having discussion. So many, you might have seen this of late, a lot of discussion on balance, kind of, regular sleep, all right? Sleep matters. A lot of neuroscientists, especially Niemans, you know that one wing is mental health, another wing is neuroscience. So a lot of researchers now recommend adequate sleep, and we should explore, is there any health issues are affecting our sleep, like for example sleep apnea, where breathing is affected because of some your obesity or a breathing channel obstruction, so you are not getting proper sleep. So sleep matters a lot. The sleep can be disturbed due to our own reasons or due to health issues. So we need to explore what exactly happens. Are we getting enough sleep? Are we, after sleeping enough, are we feeling fresh? Or is there any disturbance in our sleep? And then if it is there, we need to rectify and modulate. And that helps us to improve our mental health as well as the work-life balance. Of course, work also matters. It's not that rest alone. So 8 hours of work is highly recommended. We know that 6 working days or 5 working days we have. 8 into 6, 48 hours, right? No, is expected from all of us to do that kind of work. So we do more than that. I know many faculties, they go home and continue the preparation. Like you prepare for teaching for the next day, or you evaluate exam, or internal assessment things, or you spend for planning activities, classroom activities, and co-curricular activities. So you do work 8 hours, I know that. And social life also matters, like especially social life, which include the family life and also the how we connect with the people around us. Before I ask this question, and now we are going to discuss about challenges experienced. Now, I would like to stop my presentation here, and I want you to tell me that what exactly causing challenges in our work-life balance. We know that certain things are causing some challenges in our work-life balance. Correct, right? Some factors are affecting our quality of work life, and nothing personal here. Let's not speak any individual's name or institution names. So, but we all can reflect how our work-life balance is affected. What are the reasons are or what are the factors contributing some challenges in work-life balance? Shall we? Even you can message me or you can unmute and speak.
8 hours sleep, we are not getting completely sleep.
Yes.
So it's affecting the work.
Yeah. So with sleep, you are feeling sleep is one issue. So no time, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Time is not enough. So one good point. Right. What else?
Coordination problems,
Multitasking,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, somebody has told coordination problems, right? Excellent. Yeah, coordination problems.
Multitasking.
Yeah, multitasking. We are expected to not only teaching, correct, right? So we are expected to
We
do
might
research.
bring home the toxicity of workplace so fast.
Wow. Now I am keep listening this word toxic workplace, correct, no? Or toxic relationship. Like something is harmful, right? That's what we mean by toxic, right? No, or that is like a poisonous, like that being there actually disturb us, right? No, we don't want. Yeah, yes. What else? Yes, toxic workplace or multitasking. Right.
Targeted, target or pressurized
Yeah, excellent.
task.
So there will be some deadlines, right? Or we need to achieve certain things as a targets. That causes pressure for us. Correct, no? Pressure we experience. Very good. What else? What else is disturbing our work-life balance? Any other thought? I think you have covered entire my syllabus.
And I
But
think over ambitious to be satisfied or give our best in all the roles we will be playing.
yeah, true. Like in class 10, no, we need to study 12 subject. And we know that how vast it is, correct, right? Same way, even after we are specializing in English literature or Kannada literature or computer science, library science, but we are not very happy. No, we become sometimes over ambitious, or we can't call over ambitious, but we want to achieve many things in life. And that creates confusion and that creates pressure on us, sometimes frustration also, correct, no? And the Buddhist theory says that expectation leads to frustrations, right? No, our expectations, right? That also is a fact, right? What else?
Mental
Any other
fatigue.
view? Yes,
Mental fatigue.
mental fatigue. Correct. When we are tired, how much our efforts we put, we have difficulty to solve problems. Correct, right? Sometimes afternoons we have meetings, but mentally we are very tired, and we our after class hours, there will be meetings, some seminar, national conference, and all. But we are mentally tired. No ideas will come, right? And we need to put extra efforts, right? Mental fatigue. Very good. What else?
Disciplines, sir.
What else? You're saying something? We'll go through my views also. Then we'll have further discussion. Okay, don't worry. So I completely agree. Multitasking, it creates some trouble. Like all of us are expected to teach, do research, be administrator, be coordinators, be sometimes disciplining, right? No, we sometimes counselors, we need to counsel our students, or sometimes we need to provide counseling for our colleagues. So multitasking, right? No, that affects our work-life balance. And sometimes that pressure or frustration, conflicts and all can create a kind of lot of stress in our life. Of course, deadlines. The NAC accreditation was there earlier, A lot of deadlines will be there, right? We're supposed to complete tasks or examination, internal assessment, submitting marks to university. A lot of deadlines will be there that can create problem. Competition. We all know that the value of competition. All of us, we compete with others or our own colleagues sometimes. And then we feel the pressure or frustration out of that. Hostility. And sometimes we feel angry or we feel we declared our own students or our own colleagues as like a kind of enemies, and feel and try to then defend ourselves. Sometimes to defend us, we may offend others, we attack others. Correct, right? No? And this will create problems in work life. Overwork. I know that sometimes universities, they say that we don't have enough staff, sir. So work is more, a number of appointed faculty members or people are less. Sometimes it can happen. And fatigue, of course, mental fatigue, physically fatigue, and sometimes due to some medical conditions, health issues, we feel fatigue. So all these factors we need to address scientifically or whichever way possible, and then reduce the pressure on you, and that will give you better work-life balance. So I feel the point deadlines, I would like to tell you that timelines matters, right? No, like for example, if something to do over an year, if you have every week or month what you are supposed to do to achieve that goal, there is naturally the timeline will help us to come out of the pressure due to the deadlines. Like you might have seen in some projects and all, they will have a chart where they say that what you will do in June, July, or calendar of events. Almost all universities, I'm sure you have calendar of events. So it is well planned in advance by administrators for you to plan and implement effectively. Like NSS calendar of events, national service schemes. Now we have calendar of events. So universities have calendar of events. It's planned, because once it is planned, definitely our time management will be much better, and we'll be able to achieve our task effectively, right? And there are uncertainties also. See, like if you see that there will be, due to the hostility, competition, or multitasking and all, you can get into the uncertainties. One example I can tell you, the COVID time. We had uncertainty in our life. You all remember, I'm sure, that during COVID time, the colleges, universities got closed, and we were not sure when it is going to start. Then that uncertainty has led us to explore the opportunities of online class. Now, I am sitting in one corner, you are sitting in another corners of India and attend this class. How? During the COVID and during the post-COVID, we understood the benefit of online programs or online meetings and training programs. So I think that's another good thing. Whenever uncertainty happens, when things are not sure, there will be whenever problem is there, product will be automatically created. So that's another good thing. Basically, build a social circle, like how to reduce the hostility, how to reduce the competition. So naturally, when we relate with others, we also will understand their perspectives. Of course, sometimes very rarely we need to compete for certain positions, and some may win, some may lose, like a sportsman spirit. So we need to take it up. But the social circle around us, it ensures a kind of like a shock absorbers. Like you know that in cycle and all, when we get into the gutter, there will be something to absorb the shock, right? No, the shock can be controlled using the shock observers. So that would be a good idea. So can we have shock observers in our life through using social support? Even in mental health and even in medical care, what we understand is that so if you have adequate social support, then whatever problems you face, the burden of that problem will be less. So like a simple example, in college and all, when we wanted to move a table, one student holding a table versus 2, 3 students holding a single table, the burden will definitely come down. So a social circle matters. Another thing, in the entire aspects, can we have second level leaders? So many times in coordination, let's say that we need to organize a conference in our college. So there will be usually a faculty coordinator, student coordinator, faculty support coordinator, or students, multiple coordinators from students. So my professor used to tell that earlier, why we need to do the delegation means give responsibility or share responsibility with others also. Why we should do that? Because once we do that, even they learn how to do that. So you cannot tell always that do this, do that. When we involve people as a second level leaders, second level coordinators, they will get chance to experiment their ideas, and they may sometimes solve problems better than us. So any organization, in any position or any events or any task, you can always have second level or third level where the people can grow to the your position gradually in future. So that's what now the UGC and the entire universe is telling the importance of co-creation. Means nobody I say I don't create anything myself. I create or we create things in collaboration with others. Right. For example, it can be our colleagues. So you are looking for a research, or you are looking for a publication, or you are planning for an event, or you are planning to solve a student issue. So if you have 2, 3 people collaborate and co-create, then definitely the results will be much better. And later we'll discuss the benefit. And find collaborative partners. See now, today I got a message from one of the universities saying that, okay, sir, do you have any research? Can we be the collaborators, or can we publish something together? So entire world is looking for collaboration. And why UGC is insisting you to publish or do project or conduct organize events or conferences, you to meet others and collaborate. And then that collaboration is will definitely lead to innovations, and innovations will create opportunity, and we will get more employability, more life satisfaction. So in work-life balance also, collaborations are important. Probably let's go and do one exercise. Like I stop here. I want you guys to now write it in a piece of paper. Who all are your collaborators? I'm sure that it is not easy to just like that write it, but I am sure that if you try this exercise, you may feel good. Now take a pause a minute. I want you to write in a paper. Right now, I want you guys to write in a paper who are the collaborators. So you can take any single task. In an organization, you have many things to do. Then I'll ask 3 people to share who are the collaborators. Should we take any single thing? Take anything. So one task you take and write it collaborators. Who are the collaborators for your activity? Right. As somebody is readily can think of, you can tell also. Others can write down. I want everybody to write. Who is going to support you to do any task? Take an example of a task and then let's list out who are going to collaborate with you. Yes, please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir. Hanumantaraj, sir.
Myself, Dr. Hanmant Raju. I'm a faculty
Yes,
of
sir.
geography. We used to do, classes of both the faculties while doing practicals. That's my collaboration thing in the classes aspects with
Right.
my co-faculty, Dr. Kumar, sir, like that.
Right. So you collaborate with your co-faculty.
It makes help more to interact with the students, and while we teaching, he's also looking to the students that they are doing it or not, like that.
Right, right. So you are monitoring, doing monitoring in collaboration with your colleagues.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Any other support you have? Any okay, leave it. Next person. Any other different aspect? Collaboration, right?
When we conduct any workshop or event at college, so first collaborators will be our colleagues, the staffs, and second we voluntarily take students to organize. So two types of collaborators to manage.
And funds comes from where?
About the fund, basically from the IQAC, sir.
Right. So your IQSC cell is your collaborator. Correct, right? No?
Yes.
IQSC cell is a collaborator, faculties are collaborators, students are collaborators. And then what else? Who else is collaborator? When
Management
you are,
also collaborates.
right. So tell me, sir. Yes.
Sir, management.
Yes, management has to give permission. Correct, right? No? The administrators or
Yes.
university means registrar, vice chancellor, permission. Who is granting permission? Their collaboration.
Yes.
Or some colleges are participating, other colleges. They are the collaborators. And when they are conducting events, you will be going. Right, very good, excellent. Any other person wanted to share your experience? Yes.
Sir, our family is the biggest support for us.
Family. Somebody told us family?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Yes, of course. Many times our family members are also knowing what we are doing and they will be supporting and sometimes they will be arranging things for us. Excellent. So once we are good in collaborating with our own family members, we will take same spirit to the workplace and we will collaborate with others. So somebody has some difficulty in family, my suggestion, start collaborating with the family members also. Because human beings are everywhere, it is same, right? No? So excellent. So that's a very good point. Any other person, any difficult task you achieved through collaboration, your experience? Any difficult task?
Collaborate with some research institutes.
Excellent. Can you share, madams, a little bit? How did it help you for achieving better progress?
In our college, with some students, we are going to forest and all. We need support from forest, like Kerala Forest Research Institute, like that. We are in collaboration with them for getting their advice and producing some activities and all. Some activities are conducted with the help of them.
Excellent. I think now the national education policy and state education policy equally telling importance of internship. Correct? No? We need to send the students for internship. And why we need to send it to the internship? Because through collaboration, like for example, madam was telling, visiting forest department. There are people who have 10, 20 years experience in the forest management. They will be sharing the experience and your effort will be limited because they share their experience. So any industry, is madam may be teaching in one discipline. Take the management. You visit a bank, and that bank is telling how efficiently they are doing the process management in the bank. Correct? No? In any bank, you know that we can see the defined process management. So, or if a railway you visit, the railway staff will tell that how they manage millions of people are traveling, how they handle people issues. So once you collaborate with the people will share their experience, and each experience is unique, right? It is not same, right? No, an experience of English teacher is different. Experience of a science teacher is different, and but both experiences are equally important. And the for science faculty, English language is important, and for English faculty, understanding science students' aptitude is important. So then only you can teach English effectively or science effectively. So then within institution also we can have inter departmental collaborations for many events, right? So good. I think we are getting the sense of collaboration. I'll just go back to my person. Any other person want to share? You are
Sir,
ready?
especially in the science subjects in the laboratories, non-teaching staff, we get much more support from the non-teaching staff, lab attenders. They
Yeah.
prepare all the requirements for the lab beforehand, and we do it in a smooth way.
I think I remember my pre-degree labs. If they don't wash, clean properly, the results will not be same. Correct? No.
Yes, sir.
So if their presence and collaboration is equally important, like faculty members, if they are little bit no not cooperative, that will create a lot of difficulties, right? So excellent. Even not only that, even if they are not ready to open windows, close windows, the lab conditions will change, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
excellent. And in lab safety, many lab safety, fire and safety issues and things like that. So any organization without collaboration, we cannot do one-man show. So I used to tell at demands, just see that our multi-purpose workers who is cleaning, who is arranging, who is controlling the people management, if they one day, if they are little lazy, our hospital system will collapse. Because if our washrooms are not clean, if our places are not clean, people will say that we are not happy at all with this hospital. If our canteens are not providing good food, if securities are not arranging queues well. So many workplace, multiple people contribute without asking. Many of our collaborators in the institutes, we don't ask, they naturally collaborate. So we need to have the spirit of collaboration for better work-life balance. If you start irritating our collaborators, they will also reduce the interest in collaboration. And then you will be suffering. Then you say that it is a difficult workplace. I don't want to come. I'm waiting for Friday. The Monday is the giving headache for me. I'm getting migraine headache by 10:30 morning. So why? Because we are unknowingly, I'm not telling that none of us want to fight with others knowingly. Unknowingly, we do not mind collaboration, we don't nurture collaboration, and then we will become the victim of non-cooperation or less cooperation from others. Anyway, thank you. I think we'll come back for discussion a little later again. So my all point is for entire our work-life balance. The collaborations matters, and then we need to nurture those collaboration and partnership. See, sometimes what happens, people know, yes, you are right. One of you have told me it is a toxic workplace. Why? People, they need a kind of, they need a kind of what, like ready for collaboration. And sometimes what happens is they don't share the rewards. Like, for example, you are doing a project, you're doing a publication, and you taking support from somebody, maybe student, maybe colleague, maybe your seniors, but you don't share the reward. Naturally, the opportunity for collaboration will disappear. If you're sharing the rewards, if you're sharing the opportunity, collaboration definitely will grow, and then the outcomes will be much better, and people will be ready to collaborate with you. Otherwise, they will think that, okay, this person, no, simply taking support, not providing support back. So it should be always mutually rewarding. Means benefits should be shared. Another aspect is now you guys are experiencing a major challenge because of artificial intelligence or the information communication technology. And are you facing any challenge in your workplace because of technology? Are you facing any challenge? Are you facing any challenge? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Are you facing any challenge due to the new technology like artificial intelligence or no? What kind of challenges you are
Yes, sir.
experiencing?
Yes.
Tell me, some of you can share your experience.
Sir, when the assignment is given, so students they don't go to the books, they don't open the books, but they directly go to the Chat GPT nowadays. But earlier it was a Google, but now Chat GPT, and they come with that. And even if we asked what you have referred, they they don't hesitate even to say that. This kind of
Yeah.
thing has come.
Yeah, I think all of us are facing this problem. They have started generating entire assignments from ChatGPT and different kind of the deep search, devices. Are you all facing same problem? Your assignments, writing.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How do you control it now? This issue?
When I ask them, they say, but I say them calmly that it's okay, you have won, but this is not the way. Books are still available, department library is still available. Develop that kind of practice. Just go to the books. Whenever you don't understand, then take a little assistance of that. But keep the habit of reading the books. In this way, I just try to make them.
Convince them. Yes, convince them. Any other person, other faculty, what do you do? And we never expected 2000, 15, 16 or 20, when artificial intelligence will come and disturb our teaching methodology, right? Not anticipated, right? No? Have anybody anticipated, right? How do you manage?
Sir, I graduated in 2007.
Yeah, please.
During our times, there was only 2G. No, not even 3G. But now kids are accessing 5G. And they are simply straight away using AI and ChatGPT. So we cannot stop them from doing it.
Right.
So what I tell them that I am giving you an ebook or a PDF material, go through it and then try to refine whatever search you get out of the ChatGPT. It is very difficult to stop them because it is in human nature. If you get something very easily, you will access that. Even I as a teacher use ChatGPT. Many a times the university gives us deadline, then submit question paper within 2 days. So when this university is giving us only 2 days time, so they have this in the teacher will use ChatGPT. अरे क्या है ChatGPT use के question बना के दे देगा. अरे कर दो ना deadline दे दो ना. This is a problem. This is not only the problem with the students, with the whole system. They also know it very well that the teacher will do use ChatGPT. So this is how I try to tackle it, but it's virtually impossible to handle such situation.
Right. So basically, engaging students in academic materials have become very challenging right now. So though the academic materials, syllabus is there, books are there. So we know the benefit of reading books, or we know the benefits of engaging in academic discussion or the academic activities. So the value of engagement has suddenly disappeared. They know that even if I don't listen classroom lectures, easily they can find the points, right? No?
True.
So the relevance of this teaching methodology also has been under threat, right? No?
Then let me share one experience with my institute.
Yes, please.
We have MA English in our college.
Yeah.
PG department. And you won't believe, out of 45 students, only 1 or 2 attend classes. And even on some days, nobody appears. Nobody turns up in the college to attend the class. I'm talking about
Did you
MA
have some
English.
chat? Did you had a chat with them why they are not coming to class?
Yes, we have talked to them. The authorities have talked to them. We have talked to them. They know what they are doing. They simply say that we are preparing for other competitive exams, and we can manage MA English on our own because we have technology in our side.
Yeah.
Straight away on the face.
Your classroom teachings or points are not required. Better credible inputs are there from ChatGPT.
When I was a student of MA English, we used to attend classes. Why? Because we knew that we will get something out of the class. We will get something out of the teacher. Right? We will something get out of the seminar library. But nowadays, students think whatever teacher says, he will not give us a prepared ready-made notes. So we need ready-made notes, and with ChatGPT can give it to us. This is the problem, sir.
I'm seeing this frustration in many faculty members across India. So they're telling, sir, see, in our time there was a value, respect, and now there is no value, no respect. Our time, faculty was the only source of knowledge.
Exactly.
Now, alternatives are there. Faculty is one among many choices, right?
Yes, yes. We are optional now, sir. We are
Yeah, we're
optional.
optional. We are
Earlier,
optional.
teachers were mandatory, compulsory. They were looked for knowledge, but now we
Yes.
are optional, simply optional.
Optional.
And
So
the
then,
more
then
after
yeah.
AI, they are now generating this general artificial intelligence, GAI.
Yes, yes.
General artificial intelligence will think like humans, as they say.
Yes, yes.
So I don't know where the
And
future is, but I think
with age, faculty can show anger or faculty can show frustration. Computer doesn't show any frustration. 10 times you ask
that's what
same
I'm saying.
question, 10 times the computer will answer. Right? No?
Teacher recruitment will be obsolete. Okay,
Yeah,
teacher recruitment will be obsolete slowly. In my state, West Bengal, already it is happening.
right,
They are
right,
not
right.
publishing vacancies in a lot of numbers as they used to do earlier. And slowly, even colleges are being closed.
Correct,
Few of
correct.
our colleges in rural areas are already shut down.
No, I think I
So
have
this is
seen the professor word, maybe in future it may be facilitator, like somebody who facilitate degree. You are
obviously.
available, you need
Yes,
to
obviously.
profess anything, right? Yeah.
In one of the one of my trainings at Bhopal
Yeah.
NTTC, they
Yes.
simply said that you are no longer a teacher, you are education manager.
Manager, yes, yes, yes.
You're education manager. So this
Yes,
is what
yes.
we are doing. And
You are
in-
going to say that what is expected, what is not expected. Student will bring what is expected by technology, right?
and you know, sir, in future, humanoid robot will be teaching. Humanoid
Right.
robots will be teaching.
Right,
Shakespeare, Milton. We shall
I
not be
know.
required
Yeah.
anymore.
Right. They'll bring better references also because it is a computer driven. Human errors will be little limited. No, I'm only asking how we can convert this technology as an opportunity. And of course, it's a threat for us. Many times we are worried. Even I am worried. So even in this class, if I say something, you can also Google it and check is it correct or not. What is the source of information? Why he should tell. So yesterday, I had given an interview for a kind of Mumbai-based journalist. I just told that these supplements, no medicines which are as a supplementary medicines, industry is little earning more money than the real medicine industry. Like a usual lecture format, I gave this information as to a journalist. Today morning, I told them to send the content, whatever you're going to publish. I just want to read once. Then suddenly I thought, better me check in artificial intelligence or a chat GPT, is it true? Then they told it is absolute nonsense. The real medicine industry is so huge. Supplementary industries are so small. How can you say like that? Immediately I have corrected. Sorry, by mistake I told that is not the fact. Please correct the articles which you are writing. Real medicine industry is inferior to the supplementary medicine industry. So many times this era you should be ready for correction. You cannot cling with our own ego. Like I told is told, I cannot correct. Your students will bring information and will tell sir, madam, it's not right. What you told is wrong. Okay, this is not correct. There are alternatives are there. And what you are not informed about that problem. So we should agree with that. And we should ask from where you came to know, can we discuss more about that?
Exactly.
You know, the adolescent and young adults, the moment they know that their knowledge is superior to their family members or teachers, they will be excited to learn again. So we need to bring the excitement of learning, and that excitement of learning will help them to do extra effort. Otherwise, if you declare them as enemy, like this is a person is a threat in classroom, he do the chat, no all chat GPT search, and finally it will be a kind of severe fight only will happen, and your mental health will be in trouble. Yes, I'm very sure that you all are facing same problem. Anybody else also can share.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, contrary to what is being discussed now, I am from computer science background, sir.
Yes.
So, this AI era has brought a lot of changes. I mean, positive changes, sir, because I am from technical background, and
Please
earlier,
tell some 5 positive changes. Let us not
yes,
get into this difficult moment, right? No?
yes.
Yes, please.
Sir, earlier we used to, let me take just one example of practical labs experiments, sir, where I used to first write the program, execute them, and if it is correct, I used to give this to the students. Now I am not doing that. I'm just generally telling the students to first go use ChatGPT. Uh, they'll come up with for the same problem, they'll come up with some different techniques. Then among that, I'll choose one and then I'll give that to the students. So basically, now I'm telling the students themselves to explore. So this is a positive change what I have seen from my AI.
Yeah, I think that's what, instead of considering as a threat, we also need to start thinking how to use it, right? No, how to, in a healthy way, how we can use for engaging students. Here, what Madam has done is, instead of discouraging the ChatGPT use, you encourage them to use and generate different ways of writing, and then you discuss about benefit of one particular version versus another particular version, right? No, and then students will be keen to listen. Yeah, one idea from ChatGPT versus another idea from ChatGPT, how it is different. So there will be some growth in there of logic or thinking, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And based on this only, there is a new job that is prompt engineer. The way we give questions to the chat GPT, this has been trending now, sir.
Yes. One good thing I also can tell positively, when once we invented computers or Microsoft and all, we thought that people will lose job. But at the end of the day, we know that how jobs were doubled over 1 or 2 decades. Correct, right? So missions are mission, humans are masters of mission. We never should forget that. So we never should allow the victim, allow the missions to master us. Rather, we should be the masters of mission, and then the benefit out of the technology. So I would go back to my presentation again. I'll come back definitely. Right. So another area for work-life balance is physical activity. I don't know how much time you guys are spending for physical activities, because we know that for our own benefit, physical activities are quite important. Now, definitely 3:15, we are going to get a break. I will be having half an hour. I don't want any one of you to sit in your chair. Please be moving, because it is always recommended that physical activities are important, and physical inactivity is more riskier than smoking or drinking alcohol. So if you are sitting in one place and if you're blaming your partner or your student who is smoking or drinking, please understand you are at more risk than that student who is drinking or smoking, because less physical activity will lead to a lot of non-communicable diseases like heart cardiac problem or cardiovascular problem, or your other infection issues or obesity associated problem or diabetes or kidney related problems. So of course, every system in the body is quite important for our wellness. So physical activity matters. So please, let's see, sometimes somebody was telling, when you visit the forest office, I encourage you to go for this field visit, library visit, museum visit, field trips, camps. So any kind of opportunity to be physically more active, or trekking, climbing, or any kind of beach-based activities, please be engaged, because physical activities are equally important, not only handling the workplace other dynamics. And how social engagement. See, now we are seeing a major threat in this world. It's not the anxiety problem or the depression, feeling loneliness. People are they are into their own world, their own chair, and they don't connect with the people, and people feel socially isolated. Once they're socially isolated, and then the physical activity also comes down, your brain activity also comes down, what we call cognitive stimulation of brain. So the brain stimulation comes down, and then your aging related problems start early. So social engagement, it can be an volunteering also. It will be very relaxing if you can start take up some volunteering. Whenever you get free time, you visit an old age home, or you visit a children's kind of home, or you may participate in activities of local youth clubs, or like that engage in social act or Lions Club or any Rotary Club activities. And many kinds of clubs are there in your own colleges and universities. Please engage, that will help you. And another thing is, this is one area, and Nimans frequently is now speaking on cognitive stimulation tasks. That means more you engage in problem solving or analyzing problems, your brain ability to remember things, to understand things, to solve the puzzles, or to face the difficult situation improves. The cognitive stimulation, you can search, and there are some kind of mobile games are also available now. One game is Lumosity. You can search in the write down, and later you can search the name. I repeat, Lumosity is a mobile app, so which is very useful for a kind of stimulating brain activity. Lumosity app. Another mobile game app is Elevate. It is again a mobile game app which is used for a lot of cognitive stimulation. What exactly it does? It will create some problems. Sometimes they will ask a word, they'll ask 5 different words with the same meaning. Sometimes they will give a pattern, and they will say that what is like in a logic, UGC questions, to assess your logic. So those kind of activities definitely will stimulate your brain. And also you can do it at home if you participate in domestic some responsibility, and there also you'll get an opportunity to stimulate your brain. A simple activity I would like to share. You know that when you go to the vegetable vendor, we purchase the vegetables in a single bag, right? And like all potato, onion, tomato, brinjal, lettuce finger, everything you put in, or green chili, everything you put in the same basket. And you reach home, and then you need to segregate, right? So you need to keep green chili separate, or your lettuce finger, or beans, or tomato. So what happens? So then your brain should start observing, thinking, and same size, color, shape, same vegetable should be in a same in a different kind of basket you arrange, or some vessels you arrange, and you segregate or cover you arrange. What will happen? The brain get a kind of stimulation. The brain participate in identifying similarities, differences, and also classification. So, and a small task at home also can provide a very good stimulation for your brain. I really encourage, if you have children, or you please join with them at least half an hour or 1 hour in a day, and spend some indoor or outdoor game. And it's a very good cognitive stimulation task, because they'll be asking questions, they'll be playing something, they'll force you to play with them, and then you physically need to move, and then you need to think and do it. Like some of you may be playing chess with your children, or cousins, or things like that. Or it is really useful to stimulate the brain. Of course, I mentioned that how family time is important, and family rituals. This is another area to reduce your tension. Instead of thinking 24/7 only about work, spend some time with family members. Rituals means it's not religious rituals. You may be sitting together and having a meal together, or you may be watching a movie together. You may be going out together, or you may be playing some indoor games together, or simply chit-chatting or listening what happened in a particular day for half an hour. So all these things we will call family rituals. It will increase the bonding between family members, and it also will reduce the stress experienced by individuals and even children. Recreational activities, you know that I have already mentioned few, but you also can explore and have a menu of recreational activities. So there is also life in workplace. I was telling right now, work is part of our life. The other way I said, the life is there in the workplace. So that also will contribute to the work-life balance. I have visited some of the campuses of these universities and colleges. I know there is if you search reason why I should become a professor or a university or college faculty. One of the most beautiful campuses in India, if you see, all university campuses, college campuses are lot of trees are there, lot of greenery, lot of garden, a lot of animals sometimes. So very natural, right? No. So if you spend some time with nature, or if you spend some time with good relationship in workplace, you can also find life in workplace. It's very important for work-life balance. This is another favorite quote one of my professors has told. In your workplace, either you can become MC or not VC. Like, what is the meaning of MC? Either you can become a master of circumstances. Means you know your situations and you know how to handle it. Or you can be the victim of circumstances. You don't know what is happening, or you are not putting effort to learn how to handle it, and then you become victim. Means you become totally helpless. A master, you become, you know what is happening, you know what to do. Victim, where without knowing or without having competency, you slowly, you struggle and then you suffer a lot. So these two words are really powerful. Little efforts every day, if you can put for mastering your workplace, a small skills learning, small, spending some time with people, trying to understand what is happening. It's not that spreading gossip and listening gossips, saying bad about others or listening bad about others. That's not good health, right? No, we know that sometimes these are not based on facts. So instead of that, if putting a kind of a spirit of learning community together, you learn. I can tell example. My first job was SDM College Ujjain. You know that some of you might have heard that. So we were around 6 faculties there. I was the junior most joined. Dr. Parshuram Tumkur University was the head of the department. Dr. Logesh was there. Now the Davangere University. Dr. Parshuram is there, senior professor and head of the Department of Social Work at Tumkur University. Logesh sir is the head of the department of Davangere University. And Dr. Eswasani, like Dr. Asha, Dr. Lakshmi is now in Central University. Dr. Eswasani is the Mangalore University. What I would like to tell that we used to discuss more about how to advance in our academic life, how to complete our PhD, how to publish articles, how to get into the university. So these kind of discussions help all of us to come up to the university level faculties. And though we were in a private self-financed college at that point of time, gradually we could migrate to the government institutes and government universities, where instead of becoming spreading gossip, listening gossips, start spending time in learning new things. There we will learn the mastery or master of circumstances. I agree with that. Your students are not going to library. I recommend you to go to library. Sometimes, students want to meet you. Let them come inside the library and meet you in library. And in some of the private universities, now they have arranged conference or meeting rooms inside the library. I was at Christ University, different campuses I have seen. They have arranged the conference or meeting or discussion room inside the library. So what will happen? Students have to enter the library, or faculties, they have to enter the library. In the middle of the library, there is some meeting rooms. So while moving, at least you will turn some pages, you will see some new books. There will be an interest to learn. So probably you all can think about such innovative practices and take people to library and show them books. Ask them to, like somebody sir told, no, that he will give material and ask to summarize what exactly this material means. So all these things actually you can try. That will be an innovative approach. Of course, I completely agree with the fact that teamwork matters. Moment you can divide a team for any kind of major work. You can have sub committees, a common committee, general team, and sub teams. But if teamwork, team versus team, a kind of hostility or a fight starts, it's not so good Competition is fine, but at the same time, if there is a kind of complete hate or fight or anchor, and always try to pull others, and then that's going to affect your work-life balance. Time management matters, right? So I was telling, no, the deadline related stress can be replaced by the time management techniques. And sometimes saying no also matters. See, we are very good in saying yes. When the responsibility comes, we say yes, we will do it. Sometimes if it is not, if it is difficult, if it's not possible, you need to say, sorry, this time I would like to say no. And probably people in higher authority administration may say that, no, at this time, we need your cooperation. Probably then we need to say yes. But of course, you always have a right to say no. And without affecting your the institute's cordial climate. If it is difficult, you can always say no. That also will help. And saying yes matters many times. When we say yes, when we are collaborative and cooperative, there are more opportunities will come. If you can afford, if you are okay, if you are healthy, if you can say yes, it also will definitely will help. And healthy lifestyle matters, no doubt about that. That is your personal effort. Creativity matters. New ideas matters. So many private universities, I sometimes ask, why are you sending faculty out? 5 years, 10 years, you are terminating their service. They say that because no innovation, nothing new, nothing creative, everything as usual. So nothing, no new things are coming out of them. So we thought we'll try with some young faculty, they can be more creative. See, please do understand the Nobel laureates. You check today, a small homework, chemistry, physics, or medicine and all, who got Nobel Prize in last 3 years, and what is their age? Many of them are in their 70s and 80s, 30, 40 years of research career, they get a Nobel Prize. What does it mean? It means if you are ready to collaborate, co-create, connect with people, age doesn't matter. You have opportunity to be part of creative assignments. And you also can contribute to stimulate the creativity. What is creativity? An ability of a person to try novel ideas, new ideas. And what happens? New ideas when we try, sometimes we'll be successful, sometimes we'll fail. But always the experience never, we will not lose anything. We only will gain experience, right? Either through winning or failing, we're not losing anything. We are gaining experience. So the creative, trying new things, trying novel things with the support of multiple people, definitely it will reduce our tension and it gives some kind of excitements. A few mantras I would like to tell as part of concluding of this session. And we also can have some chit chat. Please don't go away. 3:15 only we'll go. Before that, we'll have a few questions also. Okay. The last mantras in this session I would like to tell. Here and now. The best way to relax our mind is here and now. For example, if you are drinking a tea or a coffee, the taste of tea or coffee powder, the warmthness of tea or coffee, or the sugar added or not added, and the aroma of the tea or coffee. If you can be using all your 5 senses, if you can feel that, that helps you to relax your mind. Many times what happens? You just imagine last time when you had tea, could you focus on that tea? Could you focus on that coffee? We'll be drinking, we'll be thinking something else. Many times, or we are in the middle of a garden. No, in university, when you are going out, you are coming out of building, you are seeing a garden. Are you focusing on flowers of that garden, greenery of the garden, that gentle breeze, or a good pleasant smell or freshness? Do you experience? If you start experiencing freshness or gentleness or getting connected, naturally your mind will be relaxed. What we call is grounding. Next session, as part of stress management, we'll be discussing in detail. How your time. See, balance is always we feel that I helped my family members, I helped my students, I helped my institution. I don't have time for myself. This is the regular complaint we listen from any people who are working in any sector, my suggestion, fix some time for you. So we have divided time, no? 8 hours sleep, it is only for you. So use it carefully. And then your other, no, sometime you keep it at least 1 hour per day. You spend only for you. Let it your time help you to meditate and relax and have a let it go attitude in your life. Of course, connect with others are very, very important. Now, in digital generation, we have thousands of Facebook or Instagram followers, but we don't have any one reliable friend with whom we can speak openly. So connection, it's like recharging, like your mobile. Correct. Now we are attending this class. We'll be connecting. If mobile charges are less, we'll connect with the power sources. So connectedness will be recharging. It will ensure the continuity. If you are disconnected, you will be feeling less energetic, less low battery, and then you feel to kind of lose interest in your task. Connectedness happens. Some kind of relaxation techniques help. So few things I can discuss in the next class. But this is the one exercise we are going to do the next class. Is basically grounding technique. Like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next class we'll have a demonstration. We will do it. And muscle relaxation technique is very good. Many sportsmen like Virat Kohli or the new generation new leader Surya Kumar Yadav. The many people in sports, you know that how difficult or the football now matches are happening, right? So there will be huge pressure on them. So they all practice muscle relaxation technique, physical activity, and the mental relaxation technique. Another thing I encourage you to use the guided imagery. Like there is like audios are available, YouTube videos are available. You need to close eyes and focus on breathing. Gradually, you'll be guided to a thought where you may feel completely relaxed and disconnected from all daily hassles of your life. That's another way you can try, and it's very useful, found useful. The loneliness. So how to handle this loneliness? I feel in department, if you have around 3 people are there or 10 people are there, if you are only yourself, the loneliness will be growing. If you can generate oneness, that oneness can be a birthday celebration, oneness can be a coffee together or a department meeting or a pleasure trip. I remember in my hometown, I know a person, he is a higher secondary higher secondary school principal. But every year I see at least one outing or picnic or being in any resort or a place with his colleagues. He makes sure that one outing with the colleagues where the people can be feeling light, feeling less stressed, and have some light moments in life, no heated arguments, no hatredness, and then feel together oneness. It can be happening with even your family also. So what I would like to conclude in this session, of course, in workplace, in family, the connectedness or the connections definitely will help you to be relaxed, and then you feel life is more meaningful and more relaxed. Can I have some questions or some feedbacks for next 9 minutes before we go for break? And your opinions also, right?
Yes, sir.
Questions also you can ask, okay? Or share experience, how you handle your work-life related stress. Any order, anybody, okay? So since I don't know any one of you, you can just unmute and tell. So this is how my work life, I do balance. This is how. Well, this is the problem I am having. This is the reason I am very worried and tense. And what's your opinion? Like that also you can ask questions.
Sir,
Yes.
I I usually get worried about the hypocrisy that the colleagues have. Generally, in my every institute where I taught, I found teachers do not have unity. They do not have unity amongst themselves. Okay, as a result, when you want to imply or apply a policy, you need unanimous, voice. And I have worked in Jharkhand, I have worked in Delhi NCR and West Bengal. I have found people are not teaching community is not at all united amongst even smaller issues. Forget about bigger issues. Even on smaller issues. And the most unfortunate thing is that they all are educated. The educated people, they don't have so much of discontent and dissonance amongst themselves that it makes my life very difficult, because I am very upfront and straightforward person. So what I say I do, but most of them are hypocrites. This is the problem which I face. Say for example, if there is an issue regarding the faculties in the college, and if I am raising a positive voice, others keep quiet, but they will speak behind the back of the principal. So that is something which is against the team spirit. So if principal is inviting any concern, then you should speak them on upfront in the meeting, rather than behind the back of the principal after meeting ends. So this is what I have found, and this is very common with Indians, I would say. They always they would do it, and in many institutes I found it, and it's very unfortunate. That's why our universities are not doing good in the world stage. Look at the research quality. Look at the overall ambience. It is little problematic. That's what I have experienced. That's why I said.
Thank you, sir. I think I completely agree with you. More we fight, our focus will be disturbed. Rather, I recommend you for dialogues and negotiation. Definitely, each individual is unique. You can have different opinions. You can have different ideas, but like a problem-solving grid, what is the most feasible solution among all solutions? So if 10 members are in the committee, you can have 10 solutions. So cost effectiveness, like SMART principle, which is the SMART, more measurable and more relevant, more easily and most feasible, affordable solution. Go for that instead of fighting whose idea is best. Sometimes a junior most faculty may have better idea than a senior most person. Sometimes senior may have, by the virtue of experience, they have better emotional control than a junior person. But have dialogue and negotiate and go for the best possible option instead of telling bad about the individual after the meeting. After the meeting, let's go for complete silence and focus more on your tea, coffee, rather hitting the individual. I have seen many times hitting individual, we spend more time on hitting individual than actual problem or a goal in our organization. Our mission and vision is lost in this fight business. I think we need to refocus all our universities for vision and mission and the task oriented and human oriented also. We need to be humane. Like somebody is telling, I'm not well. Take respect. Yeah, I know, and I'm not well.
Oh my
Please.
God. In private universities, if you say I am sick and I cannot go to the college today, institute today, they create so much of ruckus, so much of problem. Now I am in government setup, but I have worked in private for a good number of times. So difficult. Even the dean will ask you, arrange your classes, substitute your classes. As if like if you do not substitute class, the eval will end, the students will end, everything will end. This is the problem, this is the problem I have found. So that's what I'm
I
saying.
understand. You also need to think, so what? In case if you are not there tomorrow, do you think that the university will be closed? No. Then another person has to take over. So I always believe today I'm here in this chair. Tomorrow, if next hour I'm supposed to take. Suppose if I'm not in the position to take, nothing will happen. And this session will be taken by somebody else. So that's what. See, sometimes both private and public universities should be humane, show kindness, and nothing will have collapse overnight. If one class did not happen, you can send it to the library. What is the big deal? Students will study.
I will not take the name of the institute.
Yeah.
They forced us to go undergo this training program.